What's up guys, my name's Luke from Archer & Wood Style Consultancy and Pre-Owned Menswear Store. Today we're going to go through my ultimate guide to suede jackets. Whenever I make a video about suede jackets, I always get asked, what kind of jacket is this? What sort of brands would you look for if you're going to buy a suede jacket? How much does it cost? So I'm going to go through each individual style of suede jacket that I would recommend personally, some brands that go with it, and also some at different sort of price points. But yeah, before we get into it guys, if I could just ask you to like and subscribe if you get anything from this video. It really helps me to grow the channel as a whole, reach new audiences. And if you're interested in pre-owned menswear, check out archerandwoods.com. We've had a good few suede jackets come through over the last few months. They're always really popular and they're at really good prices. If that daunting prospect of buying a suede jacket new isn't your thing, pre-owned is always an option. Check out Archer & Woods and any other pre-owned site as well. But let's get into it. We're going to go through each individual type of suede jacket that I would personally recommend and go for their brands as well. So we're going to start with Harrington jacket. So this is the absolute core jacket. For me, if I was going to go for one style, I would go for this one. It's got a collar. It's quite cropped. It's very masculine. It works for most body types. It works for most people, but it also works with most outfits as well. And as it's so popular, most brands do it and in various different colors. For brands I'd recommend for this, I'd go with Reiss, which have a huge line of these kind of jackets in various different colors and at a reasonable price point. You can also find a load of them on the pre-owned market. If you want to spend a little bit more money, another brand I'd recommend is Officine Generale. So you probably have seen one of these on Ryan Reynolds, especially the green one, which was so popular. Every time I do a video about him, I get asked so many questions about it. It is a bit more pricey than the Reiss jacket, but there is a bit more of a finer detail to it, a bit more of a craft that's gone into the design. But either one of these would be a really good investment. The next starter jacket is the Suede Bomber. This, again, very similar to the Harrington, a very classic jacket. Essentially a collarless jacket. You all know the ones, you've seen them before. These look particularly great on bald dudes, or if you've got a skinhead as well. There's something about the shape of it. People like Jason Statham wear these jackets all the time. For brands, I would recommend on a more reasonable scale, Massimo Dutti, an underrated brand, and for suede, they do some really interesting stuff. That's a brand I'd particularly look at. The shape's always quite nice, and the colour palette's always quite earthy, dark, toned down, and that's something I'm a really big fan of because I think it goes really well with other earth tones. Another brand I'd recommend is Private White VC. These are definitely on the more expensive end, but they're really beautiful jackets. They've done a collaboration with Permanent Style, Simon Crompton, and they've got one for around about £1,300 in there at the moment. Very deep, rich, dark chocolate jacket. The suede's beautiful and the shape's really nice as well. And the next style we have on the list is the trucker jacket. So these again are super, super popular. They're a mix between a Harrington jacket and an overshirt, coming that westerny style also. So collared jacket, bit cropped and with some pockets on the front and maybe some details as well. These are very popular, so a lot of brands do these also. They've got that kind of masculine look and that western look, which I'm a huge fan of, because I think with the Harrington, sometimes if you're looking for something with a bit of detail, it can go a bit missing. Whereas the trucker jacket, it's just got a bit more going on at the front. So if you like a bit of points of interest, then that's one to go for. The only thing I'd say with them, because of that detail, is to try and be as clean as possible with the t-shirt you're wearing underneath. In terms of brands, there's a good few of them. One, when I did a video about this recently, a load of American viewers recommended Banana Republic. You've also got Ralph Lauren on the more expensive side, and then Levi's on the more affordable end. Our next suede jacket type is the Blouson jacket. And this is one where I'm going to give just one brand recommendation, because in my eyes and from the ones I've tried, this is the one that specializes in this type. So that's Valstar and the Valstarino jacket. And if you go to their website, you'll see a ton of different sort of shades and types of this kind of jacket. So Blouson by its nature, I guess blouses over the top, but it's got an elasticated waist and an elasticated neck. It's got two pockets on each side and normally button up also. So it's like a bomber jacket, just with a bit more detail going on the front, and I'm a huge fan of these. Valstar, amazing brand. They are on the expensive side of things, the £900 to £1,000 new. They've done a good few collaborations with brands like Drake's and Mr. Porter previously, and there are a fair few on the pre-owned market as well. So this next one is not technically a jacket, but because I tried one recently and I was super impressed with it, I'm going to put it in anyway. So this is the overshirt, and again, there's only going to be one brand I recommend for this because of the one I tried recently, and that's Massimo Dutti's one. Mostly because of the price of around about £300 and the quality. I think it's something that they've just nailed really well. Like, you've got a really beautiful elevated piece of menswear. Rather than just wearing sort of a cotton overshirt or like a denim shirt, having something suede just lifts it up that extra bit. So I was really impressed with that. I think the colors are beautiful. It came in this really dark, rich, chocolatey brown. And again, for this one, it's a basic overshirt with two pockets on the chest. and something that can go well with so many different colours also, like from creams to navies. It'd be a really good choice. And the last suede jacket we have on the list is the chore jacket. Now, in my experience, these are the hardest to find, or they're the hardest to find that are done well. So the brand that always comes to mind with these is Reiss. They're a grail of mine. I've never owned one, but I've tried them on in the store so many different times. They've had a few different types over the years. They've got big, heavy ones that you could probably wear as like a proper overcoat. You've got more lightweight ones as well. Also, the colour palettes are great. I have a real dark chocolatey brown to a more sort of like burnt orange version. These aren't cheap though. They're coming around about £1,300. And if you're trying to buy them pre-owned, they get snapped up super quick. I know from experience. Another brand I have on the list is Sandro, who do a bit more of a stylized version. You can find these online. I think Farfetch had one for around about £500. And really interesting. Again, as I said, a bit more stylized. They have this big collar, like a 70s style aesthetic to them, but definitely one I'd look out for. And we also have one in store from Our Legacy. So Our Legacy is a brand I absolutely love. This suede jacket is really soft, lightweight, and it works really well with like casual wear. Also, because it's from a few seasons back, it's completely different to their sort of modern take on things. If you look at their website, it's changed the sort of aesthetic to something like this, so it's something you may not see again. And yeah, if you're interested, check out archerandwoods.com. But anyway, guys, that's my ultimate list of suede jackets. But I really want your recommendations as well. Drop them in the comments. If I think of any others over the next few weeks, I'll put them in the comments as well. Do check out archerandwoods.com for pre-owned menswear. And if you're interested in style consultancy, I also offer like one-on-one sessions online to a full personal shopping service. So yeah, check out archerandwoods.com for that. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Do remember to like and subscribe on the way out, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Cheers.